What is up, Internet? It is I again, that guy again, and today we're going to do some more Kingdom 1 Hearts Final Mix hacking how-to. And yeah, today might be a shorter episode. What we're going to do today is actually just take our entity info cheat that we worked on last time, and we're going to add it to where we can see the stat page of whatever entity we're looking at, right? So when we're going through, we can change stats or whatever if we want to. And yeah, it's nothing too crazy. In fact, what I think we'll do at the start we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna copy store stat page and just, paste it, get a blank one. Just name it stat page. And then we'll actually just drag it up. Oops, we'll just drag it up right there. Cool. And so for the address though, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back, we're gonna find the entity is at +8, so we need to do +16, which is +10 in hex, right? And then, cool. And it shouldn't lead to anything right now because there shouldn't be... Oh, you know what? We need to say pointer. That's why. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything there yet because we haven't put anything in that area and it's not allocated for anything yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to change our script for entity info, right? And actually, I might do it... I might do it a special way. We'll see. We'll see. Actually, yeah, at the start here, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead, because with, when we're looking at stat page, right, under entity, it's actually the, if we turn our cheat on so we can see it, it's actually a part of the entity, right? It's a short pointer, and it's stored approximately 6C bytes away from the entity, right? Which actually right here we store in the A register. So what we're going to want to do though, to make things easy for ourselves, because the function that we're going to use to convert between the 4 byte pointers and the 8 byte pointers so we can actually like follow the address and cheat engine, we're going to have to actually change that function to only use one register. And we don't have to, but it's going to make it easier for our purposes here. So what we'll do for this is we're actually going to, at the top, we're going to say allocate conversion function. That's just going to be the name of it. We could name it actually let's name it something better. Let's name it 428. Well, no, we can't name it starting with a letter. Let's just, yeah, 428. We'll just call it that. Because there could be a better name, but man, I don't really feel like dealing with all that shit right now. So, then we're going to just place it near the same, area in memory, just keep things nice and easy. And now, here's where we're going to say 428. Right there, right? And so for this, we're actually going to go and check out our pointer info script. And this will tell us what we need to know, right? Because if you remember, it was, I think it was just RAX, RCX, and RDX that were impacted, but Bobo was the one that was decrypting stuff, yeah. So actually, let's do this. Let's go here, memory view, just kind of center this, make it nice, Control G, and we're gonna go to this address, right? And let's just put a breakpoint right there. Because this runs every frame, so we're gonna hit it. There we go. Turn our breakpoint off, step out, and then right before and right after we call the function. I'm just going to place breakpoints. All right, before, after, cool. A, C, and D are the only registers affected here. So in our little function that we're going to do at the start, push RAX, push RCX, push RDX, right? And we're going to do them in inverse at the end, just to keep the stack nice and clean. Perfect. Okay, right? So now we've got all that out of the way. What we'll want to do, so normally in the C register, you actually place the, what would you say, like the parameter, right? And in the A register, it actually returns that parameter. So actually, if we think about it this way, we're going to use the A register in our function as a parameter, so we don't really have to preserve it. The whole purpose is to like kind of only use that register, right? So we're not going to preserve the A register, but instead what we'll do is we're going to move ECX racks, right? Or EAX words. And this is going to basically put our 4 byte pointer in the C register like the function expects us to, right? And then we'll simply, I might actually just copy paste the call. Yeah, we'll just call the, was it Bobo or B? Yeah, it was Bobo. We'll call Bobo here. And then that's going to put in the A register the value we're looking for by itself. So that should work. Now, down here, we know we have the A register being stored into the entity info plus 8, which is like the entity's address, so to speak, right? So what we're going to do here, let's go ahead, let's move into the C register. We're going to move into the C register, the value stored in the A register, right? So that way we can actually move into the A register, ECX, the value stored at by racks plus 6C, which is that offset at which the stat page 4-byte pointer is at, or short pointer is at. Whew, a lot of words. But yeah, so now we have that in the C register. Oh, I'm tripping, y'all. We need to actually use RCX plus 6C and move it into the EAX register, because that's the whole point of what we were doing. There we go. And now, something I forgot is at the end of this 4 to 8 function, we need to put a ret call or return. So that way, when we go down here, and we say call 4 to 8, it knows to call it, and then it knows to return when it hits this return, and it'll return back here where we're left off. So now we should have in the A register the pointer that actually leads to what we're wanting to the stat page, right? So we'll move into entity info plus 10, the value stored in racks. And so also, before we leave off, we're going to want to go into the top here for our entity info. We're going to have to add another 8 bytes in there, so 24 bytes instead. And then we're going to say, okay, it's going to compile first time because we're ballers. We're going to toggle both of our breakpoints to get rid of them. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so now that that's all done, we'll turn off entity info and turn it back on. And let's see, stat page. Okay, cool. So we do have a stat page, right? And there's no party stat page because this doesn't lead to a party member. But let's say this. Let's say we can actually close entity out. Let's go to entity ID 1. This must be Sora, you know? And then there's the party stat page. So this leads to Sora's party stat page. And there's all of his, like, you know, experience and abilities and everything, right? So it goes, you know, Sora, first party member, second party member, so on and so forth. Donald is our second party member, or first party member, right? So these are Donald's stats. These are Donald's abilities, and I guess Donald doesn't have any abilities. But if we wanted to give him, like, what is it, no experience or whatever it's called, it's like CO, I think, right, in Hex? Alright, cool. So now we go to Donald's abilities. Oh, did it not work? 1 second, 1 second. What the fuck? Maybe it's not a valid ability for Donald. Maybe the game is getting rid of it. Let's try like 40. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I didn't put this in type hex. This needs to be type hex. There we go. But yeah, so now we could do like C0. And then now he has an EXP0. But yeah, that's how you would take those 4-byte pointers and add them into the cheat table. There's a metric ton of them that we could go through and add if we wanted to, because, you know, there's like stuff for the model, there's stuff for everything, just about, honestly, in the game, scripts, whatever. But yeah, I might do more hacking how-to soon. I might take a little break from it just to kind of show off like other stuff that can be done, like to actually do the hacking and then, like, you know, show videos. But yeah, I appreciate y'all's time and should see you soon.